You've been approved. You found the house. You've signed about 100 things already. And now someone tells you, closing's in 3 weeks. Most people have no idea what that actually means. What happens between now and then? What happens the day of? What they're supposed to bring? Or why, sometimes, closings fall apart at the last minute. Today, we're going to walk you through the entire closing process, from the moment your loan gets approved to the moment you walk out with the keys. Let's go. Before we get to closing day itself, there's a milestone you need to know about. It's called clear to close. Clear to close, or CT, means the underwriter has reviewed everything. All conditions have been satisfied, and the lender is ready to fund the loan. It does not mean the loan is funded. It means you're approved to proceed to closing. Think of it like this. Clear to close is the green light. Closing day is when you actually cross the finish line. To get to clear to close, your lender will have verified everything. Income, employment, assets, appraisal, and title. Any conditions the underwriter flagged will have to be resolved and signed off on. Once you get that CTC notification, that's when the finish line comes into view. From that point, closing is typically 3 to 5 business days out. The week before closing is not a week to coast. There are specific things happening on the lender side and specific things you need to do on your side. First, you'll receive your closing disclosure. Federal law requires lenders send this at least 3 business days before closing. This document shows you the final numbers: your loan amount, your interest rate, your monthly payment, every fee, and every cost. The exact amount you need to bring to closing will be included too. Read it carefully. Compare it to the loan estimate you received at the start of the process. If something looks different, ask your loan officer before closing day, not at the table, before. Second, your lender will want to do a final verification of your employment. This happens right before closing. They call your employer to confirm you still work there. This is not optional. This is not a formality. If you changed jobs, got laid off, or even switched from salary to hourly between your approval and closing date, your loan can be pulled right at the finish line. Third, do your final walkthrough of the property. This is your last chance to confirm the home is in the condition you agreed to buy it in. Any repairs the seller agreed to make should be done. Any items included in the sale should still be there. If something is wrong, you deal with it now, not after you've signed. Closing day. Here's what to expect. You'll typically meet at the title company or an attorney's office. Sometimes it happens at the lender's office. In some states, closings are done remotely now, fully digital. But the process is the same regardless of where you sit. You'll need to bring a few things. Government-issued photo ID, required. Your cashier's check or proof of wire transfer for closing costs. Personal checks are usually not accepted for large amounts. Your lender will tell you the exact number. Match it exactly. When you sit down, you're going to sign a lot of documents. We're talking somewhere between 40 and 100 pages depending on your state. Most of it is legal and regulatory boilerplate, but a few documents matter more than the rest. The promissory note. This is your personal promise to repay the loan. The amount, the rate, the terms, all in writing. This is the most important document you sign at closing. The deed of trust or mortgage. This gives the lender a security interest in the property. If you stop paying, this is what gives them the right to foreclose. The closing disclosure. You're signing to confirm you received it and the numbers are correct. The signing takes anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours. There will be a notary or closing agent walking you through each document. If you don't understand something, ask. You are absolutely allowed to ask questions at the closing table. You should ask questions at the closing table. Do not sign something you don't understand. Here's something a lot of first-time homebuyers don't know. Signing the documents and getting the keys are not always the same moment. After you sign, the documents go back to the lender for review. The lender then wires the loan funds to the title company. That process is called funding. In some states, called dry funding states, funding happens 1 or 2 days after signing. You sign on Monday, the money moves Tuesday, you get the keys late on Tuesday. In other states, called wet funding states, funding happens the same day as signing. You sign, the money moves, you get the keys. all in one day. Your real estate agent and loan officer will tell you which applies in your state and exactly when to expect those keys. And when the funding is confirmed, the title company records the deed with the county. At that moment, legally, the home is yours. That's the moment. Everything you've worked toward in this process, the application, the approval, the inspection, the negotiations, it all leads to that one recorded deed. Closing doesn't have to be stressful. It's a process. It has steps, and now you know what they are. Clear to close, closing disclosure, final walkthrough, signing day, funding, and keys. Each step has a purpose, and the more prepared you are for each one, the smoother the whole thing goes. Drop a comment. What's the part of closing that makes you the most nervous? I read every one, and I'll answer what I can. Episode 4 is coming. We're going to talk about PMI, what it is, why you pay it, and how to get rid of it. Click that subscribe button and that bell, and I'll see you there.